Vigyavastunastrology studio is holding a webinar with Sir William Lawrence on Ashtakvarga. We have already shared the topics, but I have invited Sir to give us some further insight to this workshop. Sir, welcome. A warm welcome
Yes,
to
ma'am.
you.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Welcome, everybody. Yes, ma'am. I'll just open the screen.
Yes.
This is a complete detailed on Ashtavarga I will be doing. Just a second. I'll. Okay, I think let it be there. Okay. So this is the points we'll be doing. I'll be giving a full introduction on what is Ashtavarga, Sarvashtavarga, all these kind of things will be there. We'll be going this particular webinar, we'll be going in and out of all about Ashtavarga. See, astrological roles, we know how many roles are there, Gemini roles, Parasi roles, Nadi roles, and we've got so many roles. But this, if you understand Ashtakvarga properly, it becomes like a simple tool which will make every other role, very, very simple. All the complicated roles will become very, very simple. It's like a test. Everything will become simple. So it's very, very important to use Ashtavarga, just not for predictive purpose. It can be used for a wide range. I'll just show you what all it can be used. But only if you know this technique and use it widely, and it makes it simple. Like example, you want to understand yoga. When yoga is made, there are different methods, like Gajakeshari yoga, Moon and Jupiter and Kendra. But is it always the same? So, you have to see the lordship, you have to see the strength of the moon, Jupiter. But is there a way which can simplify the whole process? Yes, there is a way, not just for Gajakeshari yoga. If it is for Nicha Bhanga Raja yoga or Viparita Raja yoga, many of the astrology people, even Argala, when using Argala, there is a simple way of understanding Argalas better. So the different methods which I will show you, where the whole concept of astrology can be simplified, understand in a different light, I don't know, more in a simpler fashion, rather than making it too much mathematical shatbalas, all these kind of strength. Ashtakvarga is the most simplest way of understanding the energy or the benefiction of the planets. Shatbala can be too confusing. Vimsopkabala is another things. Many different methods are there. Gemini is given a Grahabala method. But this is calculated based on the rays of planet, and I've seen it working amazingly accurate. So the contents will be like how to use Ashtavarga for predictive hints. Then the Sarvashtavarga, how to understand it totally. Then phases of life and Ashtavarga. So what is the youth, middle age, old age, how does Ashtavarga matter in that? Tattvas and Ashtavarga. Tattvas is, the fiery, watery area, earthy signs, and how does Ashtavarga matters? Bhavas and Ashtavarga. So the complete 12 bhavas and the Sarvashtavarga and the Bindus, how much they are high and low, how does it influence the predictions? So that will be, when you go to Bhava analysis, the simple understanding the Ashtavarga, Sarvashtavarga, it will change the view, how you look at a horoscope. Instead of going to too many complicated mathematicals or remembering this rule, this simple, if you understand this, you will understand a Bhava much better than any other complicated rule. Then Argala and Ashtavarga. How to understand Argala better through Ashtakvarga. Then Purushartha Bhavas, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. You can divide the sign into that way and then understand Ashtavarga better. Most important, I think, Lagna and Ashtavarga. So you can see for us with longevity, looks, everything will be there. So the Ashtavarga of the Lagna will be the most key important for it's like the high leg or the like the car we have we drive it. No, that is the strength of it. So it's very, very important. How important is the Ashtavarga of the Lagna? The looks matters more, longevities matters more. We'll be looking into it. Yogas and Ashtavarga. There are two things. Yes, normal, all the yogas of astrology, how it can be understand better through Ashtavarga. There is something separately called Ashtavarga and yogas. two things are there. Just looking at the Ashtavarga, what is it, Bhinna Ashtavarga and Sarva Ashtavarga, there are some yogas which can be formed. And by the normal, all the yogas which are formed by planets, what is it, when will they give, what is it, will all Gajikesari yogas do not give good results. One of the best financial yoga is when Mars and Moon are together. Will it always give good results? There are some basics which has to be followed. What I say, there are detailed methods in Parasari, but there is a simpler method in Ashtavarga. When you see it, we'll be looking at it. And yes, Ashtavarga and yoga, the separate thing where Ashtavarga by itself can form some yogas. That we will be having a look. Then Ashtavarga and marriage. Okay, there is, there are huge ways of understanding marriage, but here a simpler method is just looking at the horoscope, whether the horoscope is good for marriage or not can be seen. Just not Ashtavarga marriage, even marriage matching and Ashtavarga marriage. You can match a horoscope with Ashtavarga also. Finance and Ashtavarga, very, very important. At a snapshot, looking at a horoscope, knowing the the strong points of finance and the Ashtavarga can be seen. Yeah, Hindu Lagna, Hora Lagna is part of this. What is about our understanding the finance of the horoscope. So we'll be looking about this. Profession and Ashtavarga. At a glance, looking at the horoscope, what is the strength of the horoscope regarding finance? Okay, what are the hints? What can be done? Instead of going into such complicated details, if you just find out which bhava is strong, we can connect the dots together. You will understand about the profession. Again, health and Ashtavarga. Everything, once it's like, I can call the heading as the balance sheet of life. Ashtavarga, the balance sheet of life. Balance of life. These are the dots of destiny. I think one of the authors have given a very beautiful things as dots of destiny. So it's like the balance sheet of life, the the dots of destiny. So everything, when you understand them correctly, how to apply them, you can immediately look at a horoscope, find out if this horoscope is prone to, susceptible to, or vulnerable to illness. You can look at the Ashtavarga and you can tell. We will be teaching the techniques and health. Same thing, the same rules. Look at the horoscope. What are the, if it's a Balarishta yoga, if it is a Madhyais, or it's a long life, you can look at the Ashtavarga. Instead of going to Pindarda, Ayurdaya, all this huge calculation, Ashtavarga alone, we can tell you about the longevity of the person. Then apart from that, how to use it for prasna. Prashna and Ashtavarga. There is another, apart from telling the yes and no, I'm not going to too detail. Everything can be a separate webinar, but I'm just going to give you the snapshot, the essence of each of the things. Like horas, everybody knows how to use an hora. There are, but there is a more simpler way, just using Ashtavarga. How is hora to be applied? That will be there. I've already told you about marriage matching Ashtavarga. We'll be using a method where Ashtavarga can be also used for marriage matching. Transit, which is very usually, we all know, it is widely used for transit. When some people have Sade Sati and it works good for them. Narendra Modi, wins both the PM election when he was running his Sade Sati. But some people go to the worst phase of life. You will understand it through Ashtavarga. Yes, dasha and it's not just transit. Dasha also matters. Looking at the natal horoscope with dasha, how important is Ashtavarga is very important. Then the fortune factors, like what is your lucky number, what is your lucky date, what lucky gem, what is your Ishta Devata. All these factors can be seen through Ashtavarga. What is it? Divisional horoscope. This is not only applied to one Rasi Varga. You can apply this to all Vargas. So how to apply it for division, you can see there. Then remedial measures. Remedial measures becomes more easier and simple if you know the Ashtavarga pattern. So we'll be going through these 30 contents. So applying Ashtavarga, you can in this 4 hours webinar, you will have a simple way to understand the horoscope easier, better, in a more quicker way. This is like an easy snapshot method to understand an horoscope better. So next time, instead of applying the whole rules of Jaimini or Parasar, start with Ashtavarga. That will immediately a glimpse or a spotlight to understand which is good, which is bad, or which is strong, or which is benefic. Immediately you can understand. Then you can bring in the complicated rules. So it's very, very important, to understand the Ashtavarga correctly. how to apply. If you understand Ashtakvarga correctly, what I say, prediction will become very, very simple. So this is like a very simple spotlight method to what I say, to bring it down to the essentials of astrology. So you can, and not only predictive astrology, you can use it completely from prasna to muhurta to every other aspect of astrology, Ashtakvarga. So in this webinar, we'll be covering every aspect of how to use Ashtakvarga. Yes, ma'am.
Sir, there was a question by a friend. Can the basic, who know only the basic of astrology and a little more, can they also join this?
Yeah, this is actually, if they know what is the meaning of the 9 planets or the 12 zodiacs, that is,
Yeah.
and the 12 bhavas, this much only they need to know. What is, I'll be using, that much they know, it's enough. What is,
Okay.
they will understand the subjects. But only they must know what is muhurta. If they know muhurta already, it will be very good. So add it with, when I'm teaching muhurta, already the Panchang Shuddhi, Graha Shuddhi, Lagna Shuddhi will be there. But is there a quicker snapshot way we want to do a particular muhurta?
Even if they don't know muhurta, that is just one point they can skip.
You can skip it. If they know, it's an added tool. You can
Added
use
point.
both. You can use the muhurta knowledge and with Ashtakvarga. Or else they don't know anything, we can start with Ashtakvarga. Just Ashtakvarga and muhurta, they can start with it.
Okay.
So in one day, with just some basics, they can immediately start off with it. But it always be an advantage. If they have a bit of knowledge, it will be better. They'll grasp faster. That's all.
Yes. So guys, all can join this, those who are into astrology even from a very short time. Sir gives amazing notes and his sessions always go beyond the 4 hours that we have come up with. There will be a short lunch break during this, and this webinar is on 20th of August, 11 a.m. We will be giving the link to enroll for this webinar in the description box. And or you can connect to me or Satyaji also for registering for the webinar. And hope to see you guys on 20th. Those who are new to our channel, please do like, subscribe, and share our work and spread the word about this webinar. Sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.